So I was wondering, we could play Inazuma 11-2 Firestorm, or we could try the demo for one of the best games ever! No? Oh, well, get the demo for your bloody selves then. With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tilda, so welcome back to Firestorm. What's going on? Why is it so quiet? It's like time's standing still. I can't hear a thing. Not even the wind. It don't feel like faux sure at all. Jude, I'm scared. I'll look after you, Celia. They're here!
Humans! We are Alius Academy's mightiest team. The only team worthy of the master rank. We have been codenamed G. G for Genesis.
Actually recording this on Sonic's 25th anniversary. Eerily quiet.
I'll get straight to the point. Hand over the secret scrapbook.
Huh?
We have two goals. To defeat the Ryman 11 and to acquire the secret scrapbook. When these goals have been achieved, we will stop destroying schools.
What? How do you know about the scrapbook? Listen, aliens, we ain't gonna take your dim hands laying down. If you want the book, you'll have to blimmin' well come and get it.
You pitiful pipsqueak.
What?
Struggling will only make things more painful for you. You cannot escape your fate. Why do you humans find that so hard to understand? It's extremely frustrating. You know, I almost feel sorry for you, Foshaw. Prepare to bow down before the might of our moves. Ah!
Bellatrix, that's enough. Captain. So that's the captain. Who could it be? Gee, he doesn't look familiar at all. Don't worry, Bellatrix. I will carry out my father's orders. For sure, we accept your challenge. What if we, don't want to giz yous one anymore? No, they're blimmin' well gonna do this. Faux sure versus Genesis. This doesn't sound like a one-sided match at all, but we're going to watch it.
So slow, so sluggish.
Lie down.
A pitiful display.
Blimey. They're quick. I can barely see them move. How do they do it? Surely we don't stand a chance against them. Don't be so sure. It looks as if at least one of us disagrees.
I know you like a good football challenge, mate, but don't smile. That's your friends getting beaten up, Mark. Oh, but no, I meant to have a serious attitude because the J-Wits is taking a shot. No, it's not Professor Kukui. It's literally a character called Wits. It's alright, Darren's got Moog in the hand. Oh, well, so much for mega moves. That didn't make a difference, did it? It broke through. No way! That was me granddad's move. The most powerful move of all. Maybe it's because that man is not your granddad. There's still definitely a difference. Get on, you lots. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Man, this team's even better than the original Ryman in terms of persistence. Except now it really is over. Time to give up, mates. You don't need to threaten them. Sorry, I cannot do a J-Witz impression. I can try. This rabble are no fun. They can't even stand up. See, this is why I nearly didn't try. This barely even qualifies as a warm-up. Sorry, Mac.
Come on, Ryman. Face us. You're the ones we're really here to beat.
Oh, well, go on then. I was fancying a bit of football as it happens. Let's give it a go then. They're not bad, these aliens. Still, we've naught to worry about. This is just another chance for me to rattle in some cracking shots. No. No? You'll be rattling nothing in today. I'll be the one doing the shooting. Me, Sean Frost. You? What are you on about? You're a defender. You've got no business going anywhere near their goal. Come on, you know it makes sense. You'll never beat this lot without my speed. Not in a million years. Are you listening to me, Sean? Oi, Sean! Well, that shut him up good and proper. We thought we were going to get regular Frosty Frost on the pitch, but, well, maybe not. Aye, right. It seems like he's just about overcome it, so I guess I'll start him in his defensive formation. But I need to brace myself for Genesis. I need to look at the blog. I can't... Second time I've gone into me records by accident. Though they were lurking underground. No, we cannot put this off. Yes, we can. We can go talk to all the terrified NPCs, right? Oh, I've been waiting for that. Blimmin' blim. I knew there was somebody who said blimmin' blim. Okay. See what I mean about everyone here saying blimmin'? Fine, let's get on. Let's get on with it. Have a read of everyone's bios and then there's no way we can delay this anymore. We saw a white stylus in that picture just now. It's quite appropriate to see that because I usually use a blue Nintendo 2DS stylus.
Mark Evans. So, we finally get to face each other on the pitch.
Huh? You know my name?
I've been watching you since you started playing. Your evolution as a player and as a person has been very impressive.
Thanks. This is no time to be exchanging pleasantries with the enemy, Mark.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I have no choice but to defeat you. We must educate and improve this planet. We must teach people what is right.
Eh?
Let's begin. We are Genesis, Alius Academy's most formidable footballing force.
What I was trying to say is I usually use my blue 2DS stylus, but yesterday I recorded. I usually leave my stylus on the floor so it doesn't make a weird sound pulling it out of the console. That is not the formation I want at all. Good grief, no. I suppose, yeah, that will do. I really don't have many options on Strike Force, do I? If I'm not using Sean Frost. But I've obviously left the stylus on the floor as to not make a noise for you viewers at home. And I've clearly left it there and she's bloody put it somewhere. By she, I mean me mum, because I'm living with her over the summer. Pretty weird when you've been living just with your girlfriend for 8 months at uni and then you go back home for a bit. I can't wait to go back to uni, put it that way. But, yeah, I've obviously left my stylus on the floor and she's put it somewhere cleaning and I'm going to have to confront her about it when she comes back from voting on the EU referendum and find out where it is. Because now I'm using a Wii U gamepad stylus for the time being. Is the point. I'm using a white stylus like the game recommended, even though it was obviously referring to a DS Lite stylus. A long shot was never going to score from that distance. We definitely need to get a bit closer. if we want to have a chance of getting past the Proxion shot. Oh, Phil Noir, yes! In off the deflection, Jude! Possess the bar! Never mind, that were close at least. Yeah, the goalkeeper is called Nero. He was like a one-hit wonder. Now, he was part of like my favourite week of the charts. So I went on a dog walking holiday somewhere down south in England, and it was a race between Emily Sandé and Wretch 3-2 to be number one. And of course, Sean is fighting with himself. What's wrong with that freak? Has he gone crazy with the fear of facing us or something?
Can't he control himself? Oh, it's embarrassing. Can't bear to watch.
Sean, are you okay?
Nathan, I'm sorry. I've let the lot of you down. I'm more bother than I'm worth.
What? Don't be stupid. What are you talking about?
You said you were jealous of me speed, didn't you?
What? You heard me?
Well, you needn't be. It's me who should be jealous of you. I've not been able to compete with your level of get up and go since day one.
But Sean? Listen, we can talk about this after the game. If you can't move, I'll run twice as fast to make up for you. Let's beat this Genesis punch. Yeah, carrying on with that, Sean is really having a tough time. I was just saying, it's like, yeah, my dad was cheering for Emily Sandé and I was cheering for Wretch, and then Wretch ended up getting number one and Nero was like number 4. But that wasn't really necessary. The story progression is a little more important, and Nathan is really going all out on us, but I wanted to see the J-Wits take a shot, but never mind. Bellatrix is using Astro Break. We've got that move on Janus. In fact, Janus, ages ago, he learned a Genesis Storm's best shooting move, one much stronger than Astro Break. I really need to show that off at some point.
Come on! What a shame for you!
Thanks, aliens! I think I shall put Janus up front, see if I can take a shot with him, because I don't particularly want to see Sean playing up front at the moment, so instead I've got 2 midfielders playing up front instead. Let's see if we can show off Janus's ultimate shooting move, because now that we've finally shown Sue Hartland's Bed of Roses, this is the next thing we need to see. Nah, my insistence on using non-story required players has made it a little difficult for me to steal the ball off these guys. Swift just won't stop. Calm down, Stelios. You're not going to gain possession if you're playing like Republic of Ireland. I need to stop with the bloody Euros jokes. Oh my god, it's not even relevant by the time this goes up. Nathan says something after every failed attempt. Come on, Sean, we've got you in defence for a reason. Spiderweb. Look at this, 3 aerial players. It's a triple. Oh, baby, a triple! And still, we cannot. Apparently we're meant to pass the ball to Nathan based on what he's saying, so please don't let us get any further behind, Mark. Maybe I should have fired up just to make complete certain. Apparently so.
Come on! You're even worse than I thought!
This isn't going particularly well, and gee, Zine's voice doesn't sound familiar at all. Would play a clip of Jude Sharp's voice if there was one on call. Right, I've passed the ball to bleeding Nathan. There we go. I've been training ultra hard. There's no one on this pitch faster than Nathan Swift. I don't care who we're playing. I'm not going to lose. So, what is he going to do here? Genuinely did need to give it to him. Clone Faker. That's it. Finally we're standing a chance against these guys. Sorry, J-Wits. Should have stuck with the full-time YouTubing. Now, I listened to his reasons. If he wants to work for Twitch, that's fine. But I see it as turning down the dream job myself. I would so love to be a full-time YouTuber. And some people just want to live a career-led life. Now then, I really want the ball. I really want to score with Janus. Oh, lightning sprint. I think Janus might actually learn this move. It might be his final level up move, come to think of it. So nice to see it ahead of time, I think.
They're not going to let us score that easily. We are gonna score. We're gonna win.
That's the spirit, Sean. Let's give it our all in the second half.
I always thought playing football against you would be fun, Mark Evans. Turns out I was right.
God, I'll get the ball off you next time. Just you watch. You did get the ball off them, to be fair. I mean, you did it. You clone fake it. I think I should move Nathan a bit further up the pitch, to be honest. Come on! I just gave it away. I think Nathan is the only person who's likely to stand a chance. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong move again. Bloody Royal Academy Redux, belittle, you're useless. I'm just going to have to catch it. Well, that wasn't even a shooting move, but the animation acted as though it was.
Come on! What a shame for you!
This is like the only match where I've actually gone quiet over everyone else's goal celebrations. Mostly because this is one of the only matches where I've actually allowed everyone else to score. But yeah, in editing, I always got annoyed at myself for talking over Epsilon's goal celebration. So, if the opponent's about to score, I'm going to be quiet now. Cut. Don't pass the ball. Yeah, by the way, you can tap anywhere you like to pass where you would like the ball to go after gaining possession. But Jude wasn't going to gain possession there. As you may be able to tell, you're not encouraged to end this battle in a victory. I'm sure that was obvious halfway through the video, but indeed this is yet another force loss. One of the other most common complaints with this game, the sheer number of force losses, but the game was made to be an anime as well as a game. They had to fit it in somehow. The force losses were obviously necessary for the anime. I don't particularly mind them here. When did you turn up? Oh, well, they don't like what Nathan's getting up to.
Understood. If those are Father's wishes, we will crush them.
Nathan, I don't like the sound of your safety right now. Come on, that was a blatant foul. Fouls don't happen in the Inazuma 11 series. You should know this by now. Well, no, that's not true. You do get fouls in the game, but it's pure chance. And fouls absolutely never happen in the anime. Even when people literally barge people into the ground or into the air, it's never a foul. And Zine seems to be holding back a bit, but Bellatrix is gonna give Nathan a nice womanly punch in the stomach. That looks pretty harsh. Stelios, don't watch. This is why the game has a Peggy 12, I think. I think it's got a Peggy 12. Wouldn't be surprised. We just saw someone get beaten up. Happens at the start of the first game as well.
All that's left now is to destroy the school and acquire the secret scrapbook. Then Fathel's wishes will be fulfilled.
No, not the school. No, this is me granddad's old school. Stop it.
Mech. Girl, why do you have to look so pitifully sad?
Getting emotional, Zine? I told you not to get involved with the enemy.
Involved? With us?
Idiot, do you still not understand? Zine is...
It really doesn't need saying, does it? It was obvious from the moment He showed up. I mean, I didn't... If I was really trying to conceal it, then I wouldn't have used the bloody French voice, which is kind of more German than it is French, but I'm not very good at voice acting, alright?
He did a fine job of pretending to be your pal.
I'm gonna call you Xavier after this betrayal. I thought as much. His in-game voice is quite a lot like mine. I was naturally going to discover this. Genesis Vollbach. But didn't you hear me? Genesis Vollbach. That's an order. Yes, sir.
Fool. You've had a lucky escape, humans.
I'm not trying to imply French people are aliens. Just thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, in the last episode I was talking about a lot of players being forced to leave the team.
Nathan! Listen, Mark, that team, they're not human. Be careful, Mark. Nathan!
Well, I trust that ambulance driver about as much as Monokuma's ambulance service.
Nathan.
Yeah, remember in the very last, 2 episodes ago I was saying how people complain about a lot of team members getting kicked off randomly? Yeah, it happened again. I don't tend to use Nathan that much. He's a defender that acts like a midfielder. It's a little strange, but you're trying to find the best players and build the strongest team that you can. Is that so different from what we are doing? What is it they say? The apple never falls far from the tree. How true.
You're wrong. It's nothing like him. Mark and the others are not like Genesis.
Really? Now that Genesis have beaten them, I'm sure they must be craving more power. And if that is the case, what exactly is the difference between the two teams? We lost to Genesis. We have to get stronger. Exactly what that guy on the phone said.
No, it's not like that. Those kids... We're not doing anything wrong.